Hey everybody, it's Mike Vasquez. It's week 14 of 52 update, and just wanted to come to y'all with how last week went, what's going on currently, where my focuses are, and how I'm feeling physically and mentally as we go along this journey. So this week was a little bit more challenging. I knew there would become a time when I ran into some challenges, and ultimately temptation would probably get the best of me. Didn't have to, but I made enough excuses in my head that I deserve to eat some junk food. I've been doing so well, and it was a little bit discouraging to basically just ate. What I wanted this week was a little bit outside of the parameters of my fasting routine and whatnot. Still stuck to my workout regimen, as little as it may be, the crunches, squats, and sit-ups every day. Still stuck with that, but just kind of ate whatever. I had tri-tip on one night and baked potatoes loaded with bacon and butter and cheese and all kinds of good stuff, and had some candy for Easter. So it was not the best week in terms of staying in focus of my goals and whatnot. And I did come back a little bit off of the loss and gained a couple pounds back. So that is something that I knew could potentially happen, and ultimately I'm working on shifting my mind right back into getting back on track and focusing on heading back down to my weight goals. I did get my COVID vaccine, and felt a little bit off for a couple days because of that, and ultimately in the next, say, 4 weeks or so, I'll feel a lot more comfortable with getting into my gym here at the apartments, and that's kind of my goal. Is my birth date, which is May 7th. I've set a goal to start, actually doing a full workout regimen with cardiovascular and more, free weights and machines and whatnot to enhance what I'm doing physically to get to those goals. Because just diet alone, as I knew, getting down under 200 pounds in that final 10-pound weight loss, 14-pound weight loss, it was going to get more challenging. So I'm gonna have to step it up in terms of what I'm doing physically and the expenditure of calories to make sure that I still make progress. So that's the goal, is getting through these next couple of weeks and continuing to focus on the diet and not go backwards any further, but enhancing what I'm doing to make sure that I continue to make forward progress. So, I think it can be easy to get down when when you're making progress and you see a setback, essentially, but consistency, there's a lot to be said for consistency. It's not that it was perfect, and I'm not striving for perfection, but it still stayed consistent. So even though I had a couple of days where my diet went back and I wasn't eating as good as I wanted to, and maybe I gained a couple of those pounds back, my mindset's still in the place of focusing on the goals and working out and watching what I eat and whatnot, and getting back to where I want to go. So process is difficult, and it's not something that's going to be perfect. I knew that along the way, but making sure that I get back on track and continue to do the things that were producing results is super important. So this week's quote, one that really worked with what's going on in my current week, is: success isn't always about greatness, it's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come. So that's kind of where I'm framing my mind, is it's not, it's just the consistency, continue to work on what I'm doing every single day to continue to make results. And that was a quote by Dwayne Johnson. So also got my test results back this week from the doctor. My cholesterol levels and all of my blood levels were good, kind of across the board. So super healthy in terms of what's going on internally. Did a full panel of blood work, and there wasn't anything that stood out negatively. And protein levels were just a tiny bit low, just because I've decreased my meat intake with the diet that I've been doing. A lot of vegetables and and good proteins, nuts and whatnot. But the lean protein, which will eventually have to come up if I'm wanting to build muscle, was down some. So nothing my doctor had to report. Again, all these things that I'm doing with the MCT oil and the ghee and the black coffee, definitely talk with your own physician. It could work for a lot of people, but want to make sure it's safe for you as well. But so back on track, going after it again. It's going to be week 15 and 52 coming up. Well on the way to halfway, and looking forward to this week. Hope you all have a great week. Hope you set a small goal for yourself to achieve this week, and have a lot of fun doing it. So comment below, shoot me a personal message, and we'll talk to y'all soon. See you later.